the system that we're looking at here is actually all of the pre-wiring for the low voltage. And the low voltage system in this house covers things like music, lights, temperature sensing, that kind of thing. And the whole house is wired to be, what do I say, upgraded, or that's not really the right word.
Customized, maybe?
He's customized, yeah. You can, like every light switch that you see in the house has the capability of becoming a computer pad, okay? And the house can essentially be run off of your iPhone from anywhere in the world. You'll be able to pull your house up, you can change the temperature in a zone. I think the house has 12 zones.
The house has 8 for heating and 4 for cooling.
Oh, there you go. Okay. And so basically you can control the temperature in a whole manner of ways. The same is true of, let's say, sound. Each room has speakers. Each room has the capability of playing a different radio station at the same time, let's say, or different music at different volumes. And all of that can be pre-programmed. So
And that part is finished.
that part's finished, right? If a person wanted to, the way the Crestron system works is you can set your house up for scenes. For example, let's say you have the Thanksgiving scene. So maybe that means a certain genre of music to you, a certain lighting system, and once that's all set up, a touch of a button is Thanksgiving, ready to go, and you might be playing rock and roll in the basement and jazz upstairs. It's completely up to the end user. So the way that that's intended to be handled, we're completely pre-wired for it. All the computerization is here for it. Whoever buys the house will ultimately work probably with EBD, Electronics by Design, to finish off that system. So, and that's kind of all these wires that you see. Each wire has a room and a place, and etc. This is the electrical system for the photovoltaic. The photovoltaic is approximately 3.8 kilowatts.
Is that what it is?
I think so. I think it's 3.8 kilowatts. It's a supplementary system. One of the things we did for the photovoltaic system is this system has not been, there's been no credit taken from Excel to put the system in. The system is, we completely privately purchased the system. And one of the reasons for that is the house, if you get rebates from Excel, then you have to sign a 20-year power agreement. I've actually done that personally, and it's fine to do that, but we want to keep the option open for the future owner to either do that or not do that. So the photovoltaic system is kind of a supplementary system, and then we're actually roughed in for 10 more kilowatts on the other roof. So 10 kilowatts would represent the maximum size that Excel would participate in. So someone buying the house could choose to have Excel pay for fully half their system and end up with a 13 kilowatt system, which would probably run this whole house, is my guess, maybe more. We'll have to have a little more history to know exactly.
We're roughed in for battery backup also, if somebody likes to go that route.
That's right. We're roughed in for battery backup, and we're also roughed in for an external generator. So that's kind of how the system works, and you know, the idea was that, hey, we really want to provide photovoltaic as part of the package and the ability to significantly expand that system. And then I'll let Jerry explain this, because to me this is both the most beautiful and intense looking area.
Well, those are the zone valves that comprise the heating system of the house. And so we have individual rooms throughout the house with these zone valves are either in an open position, sending heat, or in a closed position, prohibiting hot water circulating through the pipes, according to how the thermostats are set in the individual rooms that these zones represent. And so that's basically how that works. It's we have the pumps, pump here and pump here. Glacier Plumbing and Heating did it. We had it engineered by Wynn Nelson, engineer working for Wynn Nelson Plumbing and Heating Supply in town. And it's all driven by this triangle tube boiler, or by the geothermal system that bypasses this when the geothermal is producing hot enough water.
You know, one thing that I think it's worth noting is that each of these systems has was worked on, and all the work was performed by a local subcontractor that's been in Boulder for many years. And so everything that you see here has a consultant / subcontractor that's available to come in and go in depth in terms of operation,
Absolutely.
maintenance, anything like that. In other words, no one should ever come into this room and feel a sense of nervousness because it's so intense.
It's quite simple.
It's all backed up by these interesting people that put it together. So.